should I do like a soft spoken tonight? I think I'll do that. I think I'm gonna talk like normal tonight, but like a little soft spoken. I can't find my primer. Yippity doodah. What the heck? I'm wiping my nose because it's running. Not bad. Okay, where's my primer? Where did you go? Okay, I guess we'll use this. Oh my guys, I was feeling a little bit like icky, like just kind of anxious and like just like a weird feeling. I get those a lot. So I was gonna do my makeup for a video I'm filming tonight. What is on my head? What is that on my head? What is that on my head? What the? Is that something on my head? Is that just the way my hair is like? Oh, I swear. I once had a beetle on my scalp, so I just started freaking out, but it's nothing. But yeah, I was gonna do my makeup to film a video tonight. But I'm just feeling a little icky for some reason. Like the energy in my room is a bit strange at the moment. I lit a little incense. I have some chai tea. That always makes me think of that quote from, what was it, Fish Tale or Fish Hooks or something. She's like, sip some chai tea. Oh great, now Penelope decides to start eating her food right as I go live. I'm not kidding. She finds the most, hi Kirby. She finds the most inconvenient times to chomp on her food. It's her favorite thing to do. I look weird. Do it like that. Why do I look weird? But yeah, so I was gonna do my makeup by myself with like some piano on to relax me because I feel so weird. I feel so weird. But I thought I could come on live. I really want to be the kind of creator that like is live at least once a week or maybe multiple times a week so that you can feel like that. That's my main motivation with this channel. I guess it's always been that, but more recently, like having this just be like a little spot on the internet where everyone's safe and happy. So instead of just sitting around feeling anxious, I thought like I could come on this live, and maybe we could like be anxious together. What do you think? And sip our chai tea. And I already feel better. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys, but like you're not speaking back. And I already feel better. And my incense burning, my Mother Earth incense. Who do I think I am? Do you guys ever like get really excited for life? Like really excited to do all these things? And then like your brain almost starts self-sabotaging and like almost panics, and it's like there's not enough time. Don't even try. Just lay in bed. And it's like, what are you doing? Or I get like so overwhelmed. I just did it right now. I started thinking of like being live with you guys during the week and like doing little crafts and whatnot, and it could be fun. And my brain was like, no, don't even try. It's so weird. That's not me. Who is that? Who is that saying those horrible things in my head? I don't know. I don't like it though. But my brain can be quite wonderful as well, so I'm lucky for that, but holy moly is it difficult sometimes. Look at these. I always get these little weird hairs and then I cut them off and then they come back and I'm always looking silly, and then I'll let them grow out because they're driving me nuts, and I spent like a year looking silly with little fluffies, letting them grow out, and finally they grew out and now they're back. Are you kidding? Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. I can't believe we're getting like so many viewers so fast. That's fun. been getting a lot of comments on my nose rings recently. I think it's so funny that people are so bothered that they're in my nose. It's like, why don't earrings bother people? I don't know. Why is it the nose that triggers everyone? Look at my cup, you guys. Do you love it? My ex-boyfriend bought it for me. Listen, he was good at gift giving. I will give him that. I'm not throwing the present away. I'm sorry. It's a good present. It's a beautiful present, even. It's the soot sprites from Spirited Away. It's a little teacup. And then we have this little wooden plank that it's on. Someone just told me I look like a fairy, and I'm going to cry because I feel so weird and sad tonight. Not even like sad, just like anxious and weird is all I can describe it as. So like any positive energy you're giving me is going to make me like so unbelievably happy because I need it. So you calling me a fairy, like, thank you, Dean. I'm gonna cry. And sip my tea. I put a Lindor truffle in my chai tea, and it's like a white chocolate chai tea now. Someone said blink twice if you're in danger. I'm trying not to blink at all. I'm not in danger. I have to blink eventually though. Ow. What do we think about the soft spoken? I like it. It's a little more like personable. I love seeing Kirby like on it. She's like, the second she sees any weird comment, it is gone. Love her. Chai tea's so good. I mean, I'm like a fake lover of it though, I'll be honest. I prefer a sweet chai tea to like a spicy chai tea. Real chai tea is like spicy. Do you know what I mean? It has like that spice to it. I like a very subtle spice, more like vanilla flavor, chocolatey, like sweet. If it's too like real, I'm like kind of like with real cocoa and real maple syrup. I'm such a child. I know. I prefer the sugary stuff. I'm sorry. It tastes better. I feel like I have to burp, and that's gross. That was pretty quiet. I was gonna sip this while I did my makeup, but I don't know. We just started chit-chatting, and I'm enjoying it. I do. I like matcha. I really do. Don't even worry about the weird comments. Anytime I go live, there's weird comments. So just ignore them. Even me acknowledging it now is bad because they want me to. But, I don't know. There's always weirdos. I don't know what it is. I attract weirdos. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to do some sort of like cleanse or spell. I did Reiki. I had a Reiki session. I'm going Sunday. I'm getting Reiki and oh, it's beautiful. What we're gonna do is, I've never been, but I've had singing bowls. You ever had the singing bowls? Oh, they're so good. They make you feel like, oh, your brain is like vibrating. It's amazing. So, what she does, this woman, she's wonderful. I went to her for a Reiki session, my first ever, and I was like, oh, how lucky did I get for my first session to be like so genuine and beautiful. And she's wonderful. She talked to me like half an hour before, half an hour after our session. Loved her. What she does is once a month, she has these sessions with her husband where everyone can come. You bring a yoga mat, you bring blankets, pillows, whatever to be cozy. You lay down and they play the singing bowls, but like incorporate Reiki in it and energy work. And like, I'm going Sunday with my friend. I'm really excited because I need that so bad. I need to just completely be like, I can feel this weird like cloud over me and I know why. And it's just, again, I'm not even like sad or anything or angry. It's just a very uneasy feeling like I need to detach from something. Like, I don't like it. And for some reason it's like in my room. And this is like my safe spot. But recently coming in here, I get like tense. Get out. I don't like it. You know, it's fun though. When I used to like research like witchy stuff and, you know, spells and fun stuff like that, I would always think, when am I going to use this? How do I use this? I'm very like, I need something right in my face explained to me right then and there. Otherwise, I get angry, I get upset. So when I would research, like, you know, even like lighting little incense or like little things, I'm like, when do I use that? I don't know when to use that. So now just saying that out loud is kind of nice, because it's like, I know when to use it right now. I need to like cleanse and do something to make this room feel a little lighter. But I've just been like mentally preparing for, I'm just jumping from topic to topic. That's how I am. I'm sorry. I'm not. But I've been like mentally preparing for winter. I really don't want to experience like seasonal depression, and I think it can be avoided. Truly, I don't think I really suffer with depression. I think that I have really bad anxiety, which can trigger depression. Like, I get so anxious that it makes me depressed, you know. But in the winter, it can be worse because you're just like locked in your house all the time. Where I live, it gets cold. But there's something really nice about the cold too. Like, you're not always sweating your butt off. Like, you can kind of like hibernate and be cozy and make little soups and sip your tea. And it's like, oh, you can take a hot bath or even your hot shower, and it just feels better because it's cold. So I'm just trying to do that, like possibly making a plan to start getting up earlier so I can like get as much sun as possible. Start doubling down on my vitamin D. I'm deficient already as it is. Start working out more, even if it's like something low impact. Just making sure. I'm watching the views go from like 100 to 200. It's weird. I've never seen it fluctuate like that before. But what was I saying? Yeah, just trying to create some sort of plan to make sure I don't feel super depressed this winter, because I don't need that. Right now is definitely a transitional phase for a lot of people, I think. I think we're all starting to, not all of us, but a lot of us are starting to leave behind things that we don't need anymore. And although that's really amazing and it's going to bring these awesome things into our life, it's really scary. And it can leave you feeling kind of like scared and hopeless and sad. But I just want you to keep in mind that sometimes you get this really scary doom feeling right before your life changes and becomes so amazing, because that's like the death of your old life. And even though that sounds like it would be great, nonetheless, it's still the death of something. So it's gonna feel really spooky, and you might associate it with like something bad coming up, especially if you're anxious like me. But it's not. It actually means possibly not. I don't know you personally, but just considering like what's going on right now energetically, like, oh poop, I forgot what I was saying. It's been like that recently too. My brain, I've just had like brain fog, and like, because I've just been so emotional, things going on, you know. I've had lots of deja vu recently. What the frick was I saying? What was I saying? Transitional period. Leaving stuff behind us. I don't know. I forgot. I feel like that was good, though. I was going somewhere with that, right? Did I make my point? Did I land the plane? Or was that totally off? No, it wasn't off, but I feel like there was a point I was supposed to make. Anyways, we're just in this period of like new beginnings, and it's making me feel freaking weird. Oh, I remembered. It's making us face the things and the bad patterns from, you know, that bad place that we were just in. Maybe not even bad, just like not where we want to be. And so it's scary because now we have to face all of this trauma and all of this stuff that we don't really want to, or that, you feel more comfortable sitting in it, but it's not what your life is supposed to be like. So I just have to keep reminding myself that it's normal and that it's okay, and that I don't have to like feed into it or figure out why I feel like that. I can just feel it. Oh, but it's so hard because it's scary, and my instinct is to go, well, why do I feel like this, and figure it out and dissect it, and that freaks me out more. But I think it's just the feelings I've been avoiding for a long time, and now it's time to sit in it if I want my life to be better. And I think I'm at a point where I'm like almost too mature now to continue letting myself make self-sabotaging decisions anymore. Like, I'm too aware. So as I'm making those bad decisions, I'm like, this is stupid. I can't be doing this. But now that I know that and I'm sitting in it, I'm like, now I have to face it. And that's scary and spooky. And it makes you not want to. It makes you not want to go into that beautiful phase of your life because it's hard, but it's so worth it. And I know that. Am I making any sense? Or are we all just chatting? I think I'm making sense. This feels good though. I think I'll come on live more often because it almost feels like a video diary, and I feel like the things I'm saying like are helping me, but maybe even possibly someone listening. So, and we're sipping our chai tea. What's really fun is like thinking of me watching other people's lives or YouTube videos and hearing their point of views and being like, oh my gosh, I wish I could like feel that way and see things that way, and now feeling like I'm at like a point where maybe I do, and that's really fun, and like it only gets better from here. It could possibly get worse too, but that's why you just gotta let go and let it happen. There's nothing you can do, so why be upset about trying to control everything? You can't. It's just so difficult when like when you're almost like, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but when you're like kind, you can kind of let people take advantage of you. And it's not that I'm weak, it's just that I'm like young, you know what I mean? So I like had things to learn. So when you're kind, you always consider other people's feelings, and maybe even more than your own. But it's weird because I do think about my own feelings a lot, but I guess in the end I do put other people's above mine. But I've been working on that the last year or two, maybe just year, if I'm being honest. Like, placing boundaries. It's really hard. It's weird. It's hard. I was supposed to do my makeup, but look, 44 likes. That's my number. 44. Worms. I have worms over there. They're for my lizard. And they're huge. And they eat at night, like, gulp, gulp, gulp. I'm like, what is that sound? It's my worms eating. I tried to feed them to my lizard, and I sobbed. It's like this whole little animal I'm killing. Like, I don't know if I can do it. I was gonna turn them into moths and keep them as pets, but that might be weird. Not that I care anymore if people think I'm weird, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna go to the pet store and buy some like substrate in a little bin and try to raise moths I've always wanted to. Or not always. Maybe I saw a girl on TikTok maybe like a year ago. Year and a half. Excuse me. And she like raises these beautiful moths. I have hornworms right now, so the moths, they wouldn't be like super beautiful, but I love moths anyways. I wouldn't release them or anything. They are native to here, but it's also winter, and hornworms turn into a moth that is kind of a pest for gardens. I would just keep them and look at them. I do love bugs. I won't lie, they freak me out sometimes, but I love them ultimately. Always have since I was little. I would go and catch bugs and look at them. The little sets. Do you remember the green sets? And it was like a magnifying glass, little tweezers, and a little green thing with like a net netting on it so you could catch bugs in like a little net and put them in your little thing. Oh my god, that's so cute. Sometimes I get nervous, which is stupid, I know, but I get nervous like, oh, if I start a new hobby or I start doing something, I'm not gonna know enough about it for people to like take me seriously. But that just comes from like that feeling of needing validation from other people. And so I'm like, oh, I need to like have been doing this hobby for years to share it with anyone. I guess that comes from like, I think I have ADHD, so I switch my hobbies every week, and it makes me feel bad that I can't stick to things. So it could come from that too. But yeah, I'm just remembering that connects because I like recently wanted to like raise moths or have like pet spiders. My mom does that. And I'm just like putting two and two together that like I've always loved that actually since I was little. But if I want to start a new hobby, I don't need to know everything about it and have liked it for years for it to be interesting and valid. Or like those people you say you like an artist and they're like, name 5 songs right now. And it's like, leave me alone. I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast. I don't even know the name of my favorite song. Like, that's dramatic, but I can't remember album names and stuff, and it makes me so nervous that like people are gonna think I'm like fake or something, but I don't know, it doesn't matter. I know when I really love something. I don't need to know every detail about it for it to be real, you know? Yeah, and I'm not like a snob. Like, people are snobby with their music, like, you don't like this cool band, but you like this really popular artist. Like, leave me alone. And leave everyone alone for that matter. Like, we're all allowed to like what we like. And if it's popular, it's freaking popular for a reason. So go away. Or like if someone really likes something that's kind of underground and then it starts to get popular and they're like mad and they want to like gatekeep it because it like makes them feel cool and different. I kind of get it. Like, I definitely have seen something I like get popular and be like, that's mine. But like, it's not. It's for everyone. And you'd think it would make you be like, oh, like people are discovering something I like. It is cool. I like that. But you get like possessive of the things you like. It's weird. Humans are weird. It all goes down to like just not caring what people think. Even in like a good way. Like not even caring if people think you're like a good person. Or like, cause like I think I really value. I'm like journaling right now. You can't hear? Oh, I'm supposed to go to sleep, but I'm too intrigued with what you have to say. That's so nice. Dean, and you told me I'm a fairy too. You're on a roll tonight, Dean. What was I saying? I forgot again. This is just chai tea. That's why if you feel like I'm ignoring the comments, it's because if I were to read them, I would never be on track with what I'm trying to say. Oh, like, when you hear, oh, stop caring what people think, because, like, you think, they're gonna think badly of you. Well, no, I guess that's normal. Like, we want people to think good. I don't know, I guess I just want, like, a good image, but that affects the way you live and act, and I've ultimately got away from that. Like, I make decisions for myself. I don't care if people judge me, but I still do, like, I guess that goes back to, like, wanting to be validated. Like, I want to be an inspiration for people, and I don't know. I think one of my purposes, I think I'm very healing. I think one of my purposes in this life is to, like, teach people things, but specifically things that help them, like, move deeper within themselves and heal in some way. I think because I went to massage school and that didn't really resonate with me, like the healing through my hands, like physically healing. I've always been very emotional, not in a bad way, like how people say, oh, women are so emotional, they say stupid stuff like that. I mean like emotional, but in like a beautiful way. Like I feel everything so intensely, even those amazing feelings. So everyone always say I'm so sensitive. And so because of that, I think so much about feelings all the time. I'm pretty emotionally intelligent. I can be not intelligent as well. like I never know where I am, for example. Like I'm driving around and I'm like in the place I've lived my whole life and I'm like, I don't know where I am. You could not pay me $1 million to tell you where I am right now, and it's like I've been here 1 billion times. But as far as like emotional intelligence go, I got you. So I think like I'm not really here to teach everything. Definitely healing and emotions. How to treat people, how to treat your partner, how to treat your friends. Not saying I'm perfect. I've treated people badly before. You know, I've made mistakes. But in making those mistakes, I'm like absolutely learning how to properly treat friends and family and like your boyfriend or significant other. And I just think my purpose is to like teach people not only about like relationships with other people, but like relationship with themselves, because ultimately that's the big thing that like affects your relationships around you. Once you heal that, those things will just start flowing and being easier. Once you start not taking things so seriously. Yeah, you can ask for some advice, of course. Of course, I even wanted to start doing something like that, like a segment where people ask for advice, like videos like that. Yeah. What is your love language? Oh, don't even get me started. I'm supposed to do my makeup and film, and we are just chatting, or I'm just talking. This is fun though. I'm enjoying this. If I'm in this state where I'm like this emotional and I have all these ideas, like we might as well, right? Because that isn't always around. I mean, most of the time it is, I won't lie, but when it's like heightened like that, you might as well make something beautiful out of it, right? Instead of just sitting with it by yourself. That's why something so beautiful about like breakups, even though they're one of the most difficult things in the world. I will go back to that love language question. Don't let me forget. I might. Don't let me forget. Should we pin it so I don't forget? Alright, I'm pinning that because we're going back to that. But I think that we of course know that breakups are so painful. But I think I read something recently. As you guys know, I had a breakup like how long ago now? Almost a year. I think it was January. And yeah, it was difficult. And I think that it happens so often that we often are like, worried for the person. We want them to feel okay. But we forget that it's next to like death. One of the most painful things that humans can go through is like losing your friend because you had an argument, going through a breakup, losing your boyfriend, your girlfriend. It's almost like a death, like they're no longer in your life. That's devastating. This person that, oh my gosh, no, I wanted to give you advice too. Can we pin multiple comments? No. I will go back to that, okay? So we forget, like, or we don't acknowledge that it is extremely painful, like, enough, I don't think. But there's something also really beautiful about it. A way, if you're going through a breakup now, maybe this will help you. Or if you've gone through one, or if you're gonna go through one in the future. It puts you in this, like, extremely emotional state. And it makes you just experience everything way more intensely. So, like, your favorite show is just, like, starting to make sense more. Your favorite songs are just, like, hitting different because it's like, oh, you're so sad right now. So, like, I saw advice on this, too. It's, like, really appreciate, like, the art around you when you're in such a vulnerable state. Because soon you'll heal and you'll go back to, like, the hustle and bustle of everyday life and forget that emotions like that even exist. And I know every time time I go through something like that, I start looking around and thinking, oh, this was me like a month ago. Like, just like these people, like talking and having a good time. And like, I had no idea I'd be in this state now. And like, and they have no idea, and they're probably fine. Maybe not, but you never know. And in 6 months, a year, whatever, I'm gonna be just like that again. So like, instead of being so like horribly sad about it, appreciate the good, the beautiful aspects. Sometimes like hearing something like that is like, oh, shut up. Like, I'm heartbroken, leave me alone. But maybe you can understand it. Okay, we will answer the love language one. But let's see. There's a girl that I'm friends with, and anytime I ask her a question, she'll ask me why. She always has to know what I'm doing and why, and it drives me nuts. I'm so sorry. My tea is like making me like hiccup and burp. Okay, so there's a girl I'm friends with, and anytime I ask her a question, she'll ask me why. Like, why are you asking that question? She always has to know what I'm doing and why. It drives me nuts. That seems a little bit like possessive. If you really mean always, like it's constant, that seems a little bit possibly toxic, but maybe, does this girl like you? What do you mean by she'll ask you why if you ask her a question? She has to have an explanation for everything. An explanation for everything. So like, you ask her a question and she's like, well, why are you asking me that? Like, you need to explain to me why you want to know. That's just not nice. Be like, because I'm curious. Am I not allowed to know things about you, to understand where you're coming from? You're trying to understand her and asking a question, and she's just deflecting. Maybe she's scared. You know, she has like wounds she hasn't dealt with, and so if she can't deflect it and turn it around and just like make you invert on yourself, maybe she'd actually have to open up and be vulnerable, and she doesn't want to do that. Is this like, I'd say maybe even try like putting it back onto her. Okay, yeah, give me an example. I feel like I need an example. Hey, do you know who blank is dating again? Oh, why are you asking? Oh, maybe she's nosy. Just like a little bit nosy, perhaps. Hey, do you know who blank is dating again? Or like, it almost sounds like paranoid. Do you know what I mean? Oh, why are you asking? It's like, if you were to ask a friend, any other friend, they would just say, oh, I think they're dating blank. But instead she goes, why do you care? That's a tough one. She won't answer the question if I don't give attention. It's almost like a little bit of a guilty conscience for some reason. Like, either there's something she's like guilty about with that situation you're asking about, but you say it's with every question. And if she seems a little controlling with you, like if she's also always asking where you are, like you said, maybe she's even controlling like what you're thinking. Do you know what I mean? So if she's like, why do you want to know? She even has to know every detail behind your thoughts. Does that make sense? So it does. To me, I could, like, I don't know the situation perfectly. Yeah, like, I definitely can validate you in saying that that's not right, that there is something strange about that. But if it's the combination of that and she seems like she needs to know like where you are and stuff and what you're doing, she just seems to be like possessive over you, and that's kind of toxic. So I would say, if you don't want to lose this friend, I was talking about this earlier, be able to set boundaries, even if you don't have to like verbally say it. Do it within yourself. Like, I'm not going to allow this girl to be around me more than a couple times a week. Do you know what I mean? So it's not part of your everyday life because it's making you uncomfortable. Or you can confront her about it, which is very difficult. But get comfortable with like confrontation and say, oh, like when she goes, why do you need to know that? Say like, Why do you need to know an explanation? There is no explanation. I'm just curious. Why are you so fixated on knowing that? Why do you need to know where I am? Invert it, put it back to her. Put a mirror up to her. She's looking at herself. I hope that helped. You can never go wrong with just confronting people when you feel weird about something. Once you get comfortable with just accepting that if you confronting someone about something that makes you uncomfortable is going to end that relationship or friendship, then it needs to end anyways, because say you're thinking too much into it. I'm not saying you are. Say that you are, though, and you confront this person, they'll go now don't let someone gaslight you either, but they might go, I didn't even realize I did that. I'm sorry, I didn't even... Do you know what I mean? Or they might get defensive and you'll go, but I don't want someone who gets defensive around me when I confront them about something that's making me feel weird. You don't want that kind of person around you anyways. Try to work it out. If you can't, you don't want that energy in your life anyhow. But let's talk about love language. My love language. I love this question because I have talked about this even with my brother briefly, because he originally said he didn't like that question and he made a really good point about it, and I was like, that's true, but I personally still like it because I think that we're all loved in different ways based on how we were loved growing up. Do you know what I mean? Based on our nature, just how we were born, our nurture and nature. I love that question, nurture versus nature. That's really fascinating to me. But I should start doing my makeup as I talk now because I have to film. It's Thursday, so my dad stays up late anyways, so I like to film when he turns the TV off. Hi, Peyton. I love you so much. I have to go DM you. I was just thinking about you the other day, or today, because I was thinking about movies a lot. We love movies. That's Peyton's thing, is movies. He gets all these really freaking cool autographs. He sends them to me. They're so cool. He gets cameos from me. We love our movies. Peyton's amazing. And I think he got a new Instagram account or something. And so I haven't been getting the notifications, but I'm also super flaky and I forget things. So I have to go see, because I'm sure Peyton's been sending me really cool autographs. And I have to go check them out because I love that stuff. Kirby, yours is words of affirmation. You know what's funny? That one's I need them all. I couldn't live without any of them. Words of affirmation falls lower on my list. I'll talk about it more, but okay, let me just read this. I would recommend finding. Okay, you're talking to each other. Love languages. It's so hard for me to talk into this for some reason. I'm pretty good at double tasking. Is that the phrase? I forget, but for some reason I'm just wanting to talk tonight. Ew, that's cold. That was really cold. I can't find my other primer, so we're going to use the e.l.f. Power Grip. Doesn't make sense. I'm taking it off later, but in a few hours, but I feel weird not doing any primer at all. Oh, it tooted. So my brother said oh, I don't like that question because I think that it's too generic, and it's sort of he didn't word it like this, but this is how I'm gonna word it. Puts the relationship in a box. So it's oh, so every relationship you're in, if it's gift giving, you just give that person gift, it doesn't adjust to who that person is. Do you know what I mean? I got where he was coming from. So I think with every partner, different love languages become different priorities based on the dynamic and who you're with. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? But I think it's a good thing to talk about anyways, because then you can understand who you're with and what typically makes them feel loved, and then have that just intertwined and start to kind of naturally happen as you get to know each other, and maybe you'll even learn the way someone speaks a certain love language, like, just does it for you in this relationship. For example, like, words of affirmation is like bottom of my list. Do I love being praised and hearing that I'm beautiful and that they love me? Of course. Could I live without it? No. Other things just take more of a priority for me personally. But say I meet somebody and the way they talk to me is just so beautiful and like enchanting, all of a sudden, like, the words of affirmation starts like coming up on the list more. So it's kind of hard to answer that question because it's like, I don't know you yet. What love language do you speak best that you're gonna like make me love more? Do you know what I mean? Oh, I love this conversation. This is a cute. I love love. We should just. I can't date right now. I really can't. I shouldn't be, or I'm not going to be. But I love love. So we should just talk about love so that I don't go out and try to find a boyfriend. I'm not going to, but. So, what else? So mine, personally, with that being said, mine are, it's so hard because I love them all. Love, isn't that funny? I love all the love languages. I really love gift giving, and I don't mean that in like, I need all these fancy, beautiful, expensive gifts. I mean like even little trinkets. Like Dean called me a little fairy earlier, and it almost made me cry because I love like little trinkets. Like you bring me like a little pretty rock or like something like that, or you go to the store and you just saw this little stuffed animal that reminded you of me, and like little things like that are really cute to me. Or like you wrote me a little letter, and then, you know, maybe when it is my birthday, you really gave me like super thoughtful gifts that show you care and think about me. Maybe like you take me, get my nails done every once in a while. Is that a gift though? I don't know. Like, that's sweet. Not saying I like need that, but like I definitely would be like, that's sweet. What does like dates go under? Which language does that go under? Like planning little dates and stuff like that. That's always been important to me, but ultimately what's more important is like that emotional connection. It's like my biggest thing. Like someone who's like emotionally intelligent, like confident, secure in themselves enough that like they can learn from me confidently, and like I can learn from them. And but like gift giving used to be like my number one, because like that's just, I don't know, I've always, even myself, not saying I love constantly getting gifts, I love giving gifts as well. It's very fun for me, like going to the store and being like, oh, my partner likes lizards and I see this little wooden lizard, I'm gonna buy him this lizard, stuff like that. But recently it's kind of like going down for me because I'm like, I definitely value like who a person is more than their gift giving ability. But I guess who they are, like if they are really, I really value someone being really thoughtful. So if they're thoughtful, then they'll be able to get me a thoughtful gift. It all intertwines. It all connects. Acts of service. Yes, Kirby. For sure. Yeah. I'd say so. Acts of service is definitely up there. Alright, I was letting the primer dry. Yeah, like little dates, like putting my laundry away for me or something, bringing me a cup of tea without me asking, cooking me dinner, surprising me. Yeah, acts of service for sure is up there. Words of affirmation, again, they're really nice, but personally, I really like a connection where you do say wonderful things like that, of course, but like you don't even have to say it. Like you just feel it. You can just like look at each other and have a conversation, and like it's right there. Like you can feel that tension and that chemistry, so it like almost goes unsaid. And when it's said too much, for me, it's weird because it's not overbearing. Like I never felt overbeared by someone like complimenting me a lot or saying they love me a lot. I never did, but there's something almost beautiful about it, like being a little more silent. Like it doesn't have to constantly be there. Like you almost forget to, because it's like, not that you forget. I don't know how to explain it. Because I don't want, like, it's not good to be in a relationship where, like, oh, I feel it so much. I thought you already knew. Like, no, of course you want to hear the good stuff every day, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's just there. You're just so engaged and in love that it just exists. And, like, it doesn't need to be said, like, every hour, every half hour. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, I do want my partner to, like, tell me I'm beautiful every day and that they love me every day. And, like, write me little poems and stuff. Physical touch, I won't lie, it's not really up there for me either. And again, not saying it's not important. I have new products to try tonight, guys. By the way, I forgot to mention. We have some new makeup products to try. That's why I'm live, too. I honestly, like, can get overstimulated with physical touch. I won't lie. Even, like, I love to cuddle, love physical touch. It's amazing. Every once in a while, I do get that, like, I need to, like, crawl out of my own skin. Never mind be touched by somebody else. So, yeah. Couldn't live without it. But it's also, like, the way someone does it really matters, too. Because if someone's kind of just touching you in, like, a grimy way, it's, like, not that you want your partner to touch you in that kind of way, but in a way where, like, you feel like a piece of meat, you know? Like, which sometimes can be kind of cute, too. Like, if your partner just, like, is so infatuated by you that they just want to touch you all the time. But there's a different way. If you know what I mean. If you've ever seen that, like, look in someone's eyes where, like, you're like, I feel uncomfortable, you know? But when, like, you can tell how much someone loves you just by the way that they, like, touch you so gentle, so nice, and, you know, they can respect when you say, like, hey, I'm not really feeling touch right now. Like, I want you in my presence, but I'm feeling overstimulated, and they don't get, like, offended. What are the other ones? I think we cover them all, right? So yeah, that's a really fun conversation with me. Like, when I do date again in the far future, I think that would be something fun to bring up. Like, my perspective on, like, the love languages. How, like, I think they interchange with whoever you're with. Ultimately, you have, like, this core way that you feel loved most. But, like, that can kind of be, like, manipulated with whatever your partner is like. And that's beautiful. Yeah, so guys, I have this new tint. I've recently been switching up my skin tint. I went through several bottles of the Glossier skin tint for years, and I just decided that it's too sheer. Like, it's quite pretty, but I wanted something with a little more oomph, but not as heavy as foundation. So I actually recently used this brand, Tower 28, I believe, and it was good for a while. Then it started to kind of look cakey on my skin, but that could have just been because my skin was kind of struggling for a bit. Maybe it expired, I don't know. But I liked it, but I do want to, like, keep trying new ones because it's just fun to try new makeup. It's fun to find a routine you like and what works for you, but it's fun to try new things as well. I have to remind myself of that sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes. So I just looked up, like, this is also like $30. So I looked up drugstore skin tint, and I thought we could try one. And someone said the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint with hyaluronic acid. Already have hyaluronic acid on, and some night cream on, the Inky List water cream, and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer I just put on here with you guys. But this also has hyaluronic acid. Something about that sounds, like, wonderful to me. Like, a tinted moisturizer with hyaluronic acid just sounds like it would, like, melt into the skin. So I got, I think, the lightest shade, but, like, the cooler one. There was, like, a really light shade. It was, like, warm toned. I got the cool, because anything warm toned kind of just looks orange on me because of how pale I am. So this is the Natural Ivory. Yeah. When I like this big bottle. I do like pump bottles better, I think, or ones like that I just showed you, because it feels like you'll be able to get all the product. But, oh, it looks thick. Let's try this. This also, I know people say, is like not sanitary, like putting it on your face, dipping it back in is like not good, but what are you gonna do? You guys know this pimple I've had for like ever. It's starting to go away. Wow, this smells like paint. Let's see if this matches my skin. We'll let it like oxidize and everything and see what we think. I wish I washed my beauty blenders before this, but I didn't. Alright, we can unpin this now because we answered that. My first time using it. Oh, let me grab a little mirror here so I don't have to lean in. Ooh, does it look orangey, guys? Uh-oh. I would feel bad if it looked orangey, because the point of trying a drugstore one was to save money. And if it doesn't match me, then I just wasted more, because I'm gonna go have to like buy a high-end one that I can like test at Sephora and see if it matches me before I leave, because like you can't test makeup out at Target, you know. But at Sephora it's so expensive, so they're not gonna have you leave without finding like your actual match, so you can test everything. But what do you say? Let's start a petition to have testers in the drugstore. Because what? Yeah, maybe I'm paying half the price. That doesn't mean I want to buy something that doesn't match my skin, though. Like, I'm still spending money. And I suppose you could return it, but how wasteful. Because you know they're just going to throw it out. I saw you at the mall a couple years ago and said hi. I still have your account, your content. Was that? Oh my gosh. Was that in like a Hollister or something? One of those stores. Right? Was that you? Like not a Hollister, but like it was on like the top floor, right? And it was like super busy because it was like, was it like Christmas time? There was a reason that it was like so busy. Was it Black Friday shopping or something? Garage. Yes. Oh my god, I remember you. I literally remember you. I think you were like the first ever person to approach me in public. I've only had 2 other people say like, do you make ASMR? But you were like the first person to ever say anything to me, and I was like turned completely red. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I think I probably still follow you on Instagram, right? That's so cool. We should like hang out. Cause like, do you live here still? I don't have friends. No, I'm kidding, I do, but I like making friends, and I think it's so hard to make friends as like an adult. I had a dream last night that I always will meet, not always, sometimes I'll be like out and about and like talk to a girl and I'm like, she was sweet, like she could have been my friend, I should have been like, let's get coffee, but I don't know how to come off like I'm not like flirting, like I want to be friends. So I had a dream, I met a girl in my dream, and she was really cool, and I was like, we should get coffee sometime, and she was like, no. I was like, oh, okay. And then she like changed her mind, and I was like, okay. And I'm embarrassed, but yeah. And then there's this girl who works at Sephora. I haven't like gone in a while, but like I had gone a couple times to the mall during the week for something, and like stopped in and saw her, and we just like chatted. And she's so cute and like talkative, and I know in order for me to make a friend like that in like public, that person would have to like be really like chatty and talkative because I'm so shy. And I saw her like twice, and I'm like, I want to go back and like find her and be like, let's, because like there was one time where she was talking to me and she had the card reader. We weren't at the register. She had a little card reader, and she's like holding it away, and like she won't. She's like, all right, I'll let you pay now. And like we talked for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh, I should have just been like, girl, let's get coffee. I'm so shy though. Oh my gosh, yes. You live in Boston, cool. My little sister wants to go to school in Boston. She's 16 now. But Boston's very cool. Boston, it's not too far. We could do like halfway, find a little cafe, and go get little coffees and talk ASMR. If we're like too awkward and scared, if anything, we can always revert back to ASMR. So I will either like go look your name up and see if I still follow you and find a Riley, or you DM me, because I don't want to be DMing the wrong person. Be like, let's get coffee. They're like, who are you? What am I doing? I've been blending this for like a long time, right? Like way too long. How does this look on my skin? How does this look on my skin? Do you guys, does it look orange? Okay, I like the way it looks, I think, on the skin, but I can't tell if it's too dark. I know, why was I blending for so long? What was I doing? I was like I'm so conceited, it's so annoying. Like, I could listen to myself talk forever. I hate it, and then like, I hate this about myself, but someone else will start talking and I'm like, listen to them talk, you don't need to talk on. I can be a great listener, but sometimes when I'm in these like talking modes, or if I'm tired and someone's talking to me, I'm like, and I can't focus, but I'm like so into my own words that I like just blended my makeup for 10 minutes. Oh, from Maryland, that's where my dad like lived for a while. Maryland. I was like recently in Maryland, not recent, like a couple years, a year ago. Liberty. Oh god, well, DM me, we can like chat. I'm always around to chat. I have like a lot of free time now, okay? Ow, my neck hurts. My rat was the first rat that didn't scare you. I love being people's like first rat experience, and they're like, wow, rats are so cool. I would never think. Remember, like any boyfriend I've had, they're always like, what do you mean rats? Because guys are like guys, you know what I mean? They're like, you have rats, it's weird. And I'm like, yeah, come meet her. Like, if you can't accept that, then we can't date. Sorry. And then like, they're always like, I would have never expected to like this rat as much as I do. And I'm like, they're like little puppies. They're so cute. Okay, this is the Glossier concealer in the shade Very Light 1. Same concealer. I think I'm messing with this tinted moisturizer. Is it too dark? Be honest. Does that match my neck? Tell the truth, because don't have me walking around looking like a dingling. Okay, let's put some concealer. If you don't know, I'm doing my makeup to film ASMR. We're just going in like highlighting and covering up redness and oh no, Scott, his class rat tried to bite him, or did bite him. I'm sorry. If they're not like socialized enough, like in my first rat, she was a biter. She was all alone in the enclosure when I bought her. And so she was very behavioral, and she only loved mommy. She did not bite mommy, but she would bite everyone else. Thank you, Macy. You're so sweet. I've been getting the most beautiful compliments on like the way that I look with no makeup recently, and like within the past couple of years I've been like falling in love with the way that I look without makeup, and like just hearing people compare me to like these beautiful things, like it helps. It helps with I forgot to do my nose. With getting used to not wearing makeup. Not even getting used to it, but just starting to even almost enjoy it as much as without makeup. Not quite there. I still definitely feel prettier with makeup, but like I'm starting to feel almost just as pretty without it. And that's really fun. Or really nice. I don't know about fun. I was thinking of cutting my hair like short. I'll show you guys like with the claw clip what it kind of looks like. I did that and I was like, I just feel that, what was I gonna say? For many years of my life, like, I definitely chased that, like, male gaze look. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean gaze as in, like, gay people. Like, gaze as in, like, looking. Like, the male gaze. It sounds like I'm saying male gaze. Like, yes, queen. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. Like, super, like, I don't know. You know what I mean. Like, Megan Fox, like, Margot Robbie. Which, they're beautiful, of course, but I just want to, like, be myself and attract, like, my people in that way, not, like, through what I look like. So, I've just been feeling like a new beginning on the horizon for me, and I think, like, cutting my hair is really nice, and I know a lot of cultures doing that represents a new beginning, and, like, it'll kind of make me get away from, like, that looking for, like, male validation that's kind of embedded in me and that I really do not like, you know, ew. And I just want to, like, be myself and, like, dress all cutesy and, like, not always have to have it be, like, sexy and, like, I don't know. I'm good. I've definitely grown out of that. And I definitely don't want people, like, approaching me anymore because they, like, think I'm hot. You know, I don't want that at all. It almost, like, grosses me out because, like, I just know there's so many layers to me that it's, like, if you just want to be around me because you think I'm attractive, that makes my stomach hurt. Like, it makes me feel like, so if I was less attractive, I wouldn't be, like, deserving of your company. Like, you wouldn't want to be around me. That sounds horrible. Oh, my eye's burning. I'm trying to read while I'm blending. Jeez, my eyes are, like, burning. Holy moly. What do you have against the gays? Nothing. I'm very weary with putting concealer on my eyelids because I have oily. Where's P? We gotta let P out, guys. Oh, you saw my nice unmade bed. That's what my room looks like most of the time. I have super, like, oily eyelids. So the concealer, like, creases no matter how much I set it. Hey, I think this is looking good. It's like the fact that this is almost possibly a tiny bit too dark, like, not really. I think it's matching. It's, like, contrasting well with the really light concealer, and it's making my highlighted parts, like, actually be highlighted instead of just matching my moisturizer, tinted moisturizer. I go as light as I can because I'm so nervous I'm gonna look orange, but I think I like it. Oh, we'll use this too. My bronzer. Oh, I don't use this that much anymore, do Kirby's like, no, there will be no flirting around here. You're like, that was a bad pickup line. Bye. That was funny. I was like reading it and it was like gone. Oh, that was good. That's right. We are not looking for male validation anymore. Okay. My eyeballs. I know. She's like, get out of here. What is wrong? I'm like forgetting to blink. Guys, I cannot stress enough how good this is on my freaking pale skin. I say it every time. You know what's funny, Scott, is one of my most popular videos ever is a guided meditation. Look up, like, on my channel, go to, like, you know how you can filter it and make it, like, most popular? And you'll see, guided meditation. I think I tried to make another one and, like, it did not go as far as that one did, but should we do more guided meditations? Yes, please. You guys are gonna be getting the best out of me because, like, I'm in my focusing on myself phase. I am just a better person when I'm in that phase, when I'm not focusing on a man. And, like, that is going to translate into my channel because, like, my channel's my favorite thing ever. So you're gonna be getting the content. Okay, we're gonna be being cozy together, and again, when I am ready for something in the future, I'm absolutely not gonna let it take away from the things I want to do in my life. Because I've done that in the past. And, you know, I won't be ready for a relationship until I'm, like, secure enough in, like, my routine and the things that I do that, like, if someone were to come into my life, like, I wouldn't just get really excited and drop everything. You know, I'd be like, hey, you're going to be an addition to my life, not my entire life. Sugar bean. I just made a little order the other day. So get ready, because we're going to do a sugar fina video, but, like, something I've never done before. You might be able to guess what it is with the time of year that it is right now. And I got a couple things. So I'm either going to do, like, one video with both of them or two separate. I might do two separate, though, because it might be too much for one. I'm having so much fun tonight, you guys. We have to do this. I was talking to someone recently, DMing someone. A girl who said she's watched my channel. Her name's Grace. She said she's watched it for like 4 years. I thought it was my sister. My sister's name is Grace. I'm like, what's Grace saying to me? It wasn't. And, excuse me. Ew. What was the point? Oh my gosh, I must drive you nuts. Oh, she's from the UK. And so she was saying she always tries to catch my lives, but, she's never awake. So I was like, maybe I could do an earlier one for people that are in different countries that, like, don't want to stay up till 5 in the freaking morning to watch my live. And I'm sure, like, see how it's all creased like that? Yeah. Then when I do powder, it still does that. So what do you guys think? Should we do an early live? Only thing is, I get out of work at like 6. I don't get home till 6:30, and then sometimes I have to stop and get like groceries or dinner, make dinner. So it's like the earliest I could probably manage is like 8, unless I literally like ate dinner right out of work or something, like out, like Panera or something. But I still wouldn't get home till like 7:30, and I would have to, like, you know, so the earliest I'd probably be able to do is 8, unless it's the weekend, which we could do a Saturday or a Sunday live. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that a lot. That rhymed. I really do though. I really am working on having a more open energy like that. I'm so anxious and shy that I feel people maybe don't approach me as much, and I would love to be approached. But ultimately, there's a part of me that doesn't want to be approached. I read something. Because I am so anxious that sometimes I'll be having a conversation with someone who I'm actually really enjoying, but because I'm so anxious, I'm thinking too much, and all I'm thinking is, when is this gonna end? So I'm not anxious anymore. But I'm working on opening my energy up more because I want to meet people and talk to people and find my people and make friends and just have a good time. I'm using this bronzer next a little. Not too much because it's a little dark. Just a little. Yeah, I suppose being bullied or used. Also, I don't know what it is, just a little bit of social anxiety. I guess that goes back to caring what people think. But I don't feel like I care a whole lot anymore. But I still can't help but overthink my responses. And I'm just awkward sometimes. Sometimes I'm not at all. And then sometimes I am, that it's actually painful. And I just hate cringing. I hate awkwardness, so I'll try to avoid that. But that's kind of inevitable with talking to a stranger you don't know and making friends. It's gonna be a little awkward. Not always, but yes, that's a really good technique. Sitting and just enjoying silence. I wish I could do that. I at least have to have some sort of frequency on to be sitting in silence, but I agree. Do you ever get physically drained even, or mentally drained even having a conversation you like? I'm so introverted and extroverted at the same time. It's insane. But you're having a conversation you enjoy, but because you haven't had your alone time of the day or enough recently, you start not being able to focus on the conversation anymore because you're oh, I just need to be alone right now. So it's especially draining if it's new and you're feeling you have to present yourself in a certain way because this person doesn't know you. I'm just gonna cover this a little more. Because if you're just meeting someone or starting to become friends, you want to give a good impression if you like them. Because maybe you don't even like them. Consider that too. Before you get all nervous, do you even like their company? If you do, you want to give a good impression. So you want to be at your best to talk to them and start forming a friendship or relationship. Oh yeah, everyone says I look like what's her name? Max from Stranger Things. I know her name because everyone says I look like her. And Emma Stone I've been getting, which I'm what's funny is I went to my old massage school last week to have a student massage me and give them feedback. I hadn't been there since I went to school a couple of years ago. And in the car before I left to go, it's an hour away, I heard, I literally looked in the mirror and I heard, you look like Emma Stone. I wasn't even thinking it myself. Maybe I did, but I heard, you look like Emma Stone. I've got that before and it was weird. I didn't really acknowledge it. I went to school and I was filling a form out, and this girl said, "You look like Emma Stone." She goes, "And I love Emma Stone, so I love you." And it was funny, we laughed, but I was I reacted kind of weird to it because I was I just heard that in the car an hour ago. I don't know how to explain it. It was a thought, but I literally heard, "You look like Emma Stone." And then she said it to me, and I was and I, for some reason, was so shocked, I just pretended that I've never got that before. I was really? Even though I've got that before. It was weird. It was cool, though. Cool experience, not weird. I guess weird, yeah, because it was weird, but in a good way. Christmas haul? Yes, girl, I got you. Every year, we do a Christmas haul. Very fun. The band. Wookie foot. Okay, let me screenshot it because I will forget. I'll check that band out. Question. Do you do powder first or blush first? Possibly should we do blush? I'm gonna do a poll so it's like easy to answer because I genuinely don't know what I like better and I can't tell. Like, what are you supposed to do? I don't even know. I haven't watched a makeup tutorial since like 2016. I just like do what I want. I don't know, and like maybe see TikToks every once in a while. Powder first. Oh my gosh. My friend's asking out a comment. Ari, hi. Hey girl. How do you comment? I don't know. Isn't it just available? You can't comment? She's saying hi. Why can't you comment? What's wrong? Powder first. Okay, let's do powder first. I use like liquid blush. I feel like a lot of people do now. Like liquid blush, right? It's like a thing. And I was looking for my bedtime video. Your bedtime video. Like you watch my videos? That's so cute. It won't pop up. That's weird. Oh, well, she should be. I think she's subscribed though. Someone said maybe you should set it to, you have it set to subs only. I don't, but if it makes you feel good, I'll take it. What? Yeah, she's subscribed. How weird. Oh, the poll's like evening out now. Uh-oh. So does it not matter? Oh, hi. I'm happy you could see the live. I was just talking about wanting to do an earlier one for people in other countries. Alright, powder one. But like it seems like you can do both, right? So I have my pink powder. My one, what is this brand? I don't even know. One Size Ultra Pink Powder. The guys are picking blush. Okay. My nose piercings. Oh, she's in, guys. Ari's in. We are back. She's in. There she is. Ariani. She's in the live. That's so funny. It's so funny when you're like doing a live and you know someone you know is watching. Now it's like, hey girl. Ooh. Okay. Let's pour the powder. Is that enough? I think so. Is it powder first? That's what you're supposed to do? Okay. I got a new blush to show you guys. We have a new little powder puff too. It's nice and clean. I feel like I was gonna say something and I just forgot, but like, that's always, so what are you gonna do? Oops, I put my mirror away. Riley, yes, you're right. That's because sometimes I am too. Like, especially with like Sabrina Carpenter, like we've all got a little bit of blush blindness now, and we go crazy. And sometimes it's like really cute, but like it's not an everyday thing, in my opinion. Like the really rosy cheeks every single day is like too much for me personally. So you're right. If you do the powder after, you can like tone it down a little. But I think why I stopped doing that is I was going a little lighter with the blush, and then I'd do the powder, and it would look like my blush is gone. Like I would blend my blush away, so. But let's try powder first. And we'll put some on our eyelid too. Because it's all oily. Trying not to let it crease again. So what I do is I don't really bake because I think baking makes you look cakey. The only thing I bake is my eyelid because I told you earlier it gets so oily. Yeah. My video I'm filming tonight, since you're here and since you asked, advent calendar video. And then I have more too I'm doing, don't worry. It is going to be, I love advent calendars too. And I usually, oh poop, I just dropped my blender, crap. And I usually like wait till literally December to get them, so I'm so stressed and they're like being shipped in because I am such a last minute girly. It's so annoying. But this year I am like on it. We're doing advent calendars, yes, to answer your question. Alright, let's do our under eyes. Let's see how the tinted moisturizer looks with this powder. I think I like it. I haven't worn makeup in like over a week. So, yeah. My skin should be a little better, I think, from that cleanse. Guys, I've been watching this ASM artist. People laugh when I say that, but like how else am I supposed to say it? ASMR person, like that sounds not nice. It sounds like degrading. ASM artist sounds like you're an artist. I love it. And she's from Finland. And she's so lovely. I love her so much. She's been doing videos in English recently. And, oh, she's just great. Her voice, she does like a soft-spoken voice. And it is just so relaxing. And she has a company. She sells jewelry that she makes out of deer antlers. She doesn't hurt the animal or anything. They drop their antlers. And she takes them and makes jewelry. Unfortunately, I was gonna get it as a gift for someone, but she doesn't ship to the US. I'm gonna comment like, will you ever ship to the US? I'll be one of those people. But yeah, so cute, and I'm like, a lot of it isn't like my personal. Oh, why is it like clinging right there? A P.O. box. I've been really, you just like reminded me. You're like, I'm gonna screenshot again. Because I've been dying to open a P.O. box for like years. I'm just so nervous that like people are gonna send me weird things. But I suppose I could just close it down if they did. Or, I don't know. But I would love to for like small businesses, like, to send me little things that I could like promote or like use and see what I like. Or like you guys send me letters, cute little things that I can make a video like opening your gifts and letters or something. We can make it like even a thing I do every once in a while, like a series. So yeah, I should really look into opening a P.O. box. Oh, Ben, that is not a good situation. First of all, it sounds a little karmic. Do you know what I mean? Because it kind of didn't start well. But, you're never stuck. If you feel you're stuck, you can always contact resources. But if you mean just you feel stuck, I promise you, you're not. And you have the right to not be with someone who makes you unhappy or uncomfortable. Always. Unless you feel like you're stuck. For other reasons, I don't know, but don't feel obligated to stay in anything that you don't want. Yeah. Yeah, we all make mistakes for sure, but being able to acknowledge them and move on and not make that mistake again, hopefully, that's what matters, you know, not our past, but our future. You know what? Someone said I look like an elf. Kirby got rid of it, but personally, I take that as a compliment. That goes in. Fairy, elf, I don't even care. That's a good thing to me. Like when people say you're weird, I'm like, thank you. You're so nice. And they're like, I wasn't trying to be. And I'm like, oh. Well, you are. What's next? Let's try this new blush I've been telling you about. This is my current blush I use every day. I'll show you. Now, I bought this because I had the Milani Berry shade that someone on TikTok told me to get years ago. They didn't tell me to get it. There was a video. And I bought it. I used it once. I never used it for a while. Not never. I didn't use it for a while. And then like months later, I rediscovered it and it was beautiful. I loved it. The Milani blush. And then my rat chewed it and stole it. And I couldn't seem to get to the store to get it again for some reason. I saw this one and I just got a berry blush. And I've been using it ever since. I was at Ulta the other day. Ulta Beauty. And I saw the Milani blushes and I went to get the berry one that I love, that I haven't had in over a year. But I saw a different shade and I thought, why don't we try a different shade? Because you already have the berry one. You've tried this berry one. Let's try a different shade. And the berry one also looked like it had been like tampered with. And that grossed me out, so. We have a few things in here. I'll show you too. So I got it in the shade Rose Romance. So, I hope it looks good on me, but Howl's Moving House. What do you mean? I love that movie. What do you mean? What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? Are you saying something about Howl's Moving Castle? What is it? I'm so annoying. Oh. Okay, anyways. Look at my little blush thing. You can see this one seemed like a little tampered with too. But it was like there was only 2 left. I know. I don't know what that was. I did read it though. I don't know, Sav. We don't know. There's always just a handful of, I don't know. Does this happen in every life? Do you guys go in other ASMR lives and the comments are like that? Cause like, what? But yeah, the berry one was like, the blush was all over this, and I was like, there was only 2 left of this shade, 1 of the berry one left. So I was like, alright, if someone opened it once, I'll get it, whatever. My fave tea, I was just sipping some chai tea in my little Soot Sprite mug. My favorite tea, I really like a good mint tea or chamomile mint because it's like relaxing and the mint is so nice after dinner. Alright, soothe your stomach, debloats. Tastes so nice if you eat it with like cookies or like specifically a chocolate dessert. Aw, Olivia, that's so sweet. I agree. I love seeing someone like my age do something like this. It makes me feel like I can do it. And you can, because I'm like a totally normal person. It depends on what you think normal is, but... Okay, here it is. What do we think? Oh, am I gonna like this? I hope. Okay. Okay, can this blend? What do we think? Thank you. I got them at literally the dollar store. Like, come on. The dollar store has some gems, guys, I'm telling you. Oops, I'm getting blush all over my freaking forehead. I know I'm doing my makeup so slow, but it's because I like talking to you guys. What do we think? Do we like it? I think I do. I don't know. It's cute. Yes, I know. Like, either you go into the Dollar Tree and it's like completely empty and the shelves are a wreck and like there's one employee on the cash register like fighting for their life, or you go in and it's like everything's organized. They have all of these cute things and like it's big. There's all these aisles. No in between. Actually, there's always one cashier like fighting for their life. That poor thing. Okay, I like it. A little more subtle than like my usual like in your face like berry shade that I always go with. Ooh, my back's starting to hurt. Oh man, my phone's... Put it on low power mode, my phone's gonna die. It's on 22. 22! I just heard that song the other day. In Ulta, actually. Alright, is it cute? Do we like it? People sell their food stamps at your Dollar Tree. That feels like about right. Nothing wrong with food stamps at all, by the way. I'm not saying anything against that. Definitely have used food stamps within my family before. In the United States, where I live right now, it is 11:19 p.m. Ready to go somewhere. We're just doing makeup for funsies. I am doing my makeup to film a Christmas video. First Christmas video of the year. Holy moly. I can't. I need like eye drops or something. Yeah. And I was feeling quite icky before, but after talking to you guys for all this time, I feel so much better. We're gonna do our eyebrows now. Why do I keep putting my mirror away? I'm doing my makeup. Penelope's touching my leg. She's gonna steal my beauty blender. No! No! I got it, don't worry. She tried. But no cigar. Close, but no cigar. Penelope. So cute. Come here. You're so cute. I'm petting her. I'm giving her a little massage. Hi, Samara. How are you? You're so cute, but I have to do my makeup. I'm sorry. I love when, like, maybe it's been a night that she didn't come out the night before or something. Like, I was out or something. And I come home and, like, she's all over me. My rat. She'll, like, jump all over. Like, it's almost obnoxious, but I laugh. Other people don't think it's as cute, but... And I'm like, Peace, stop. Alright. How do I feel about this tinted moisturizer? Is it looking gross? I don't know. Oh, my stomach's making weird sounds. We are using the NYX Professional Makeup Brow Tint Pen. It's so good. It's so good. It's so... My phone's gonna die. It's on 20%. It's so good. More soft-spoken. Yes, that's a really good idea, actually. I just, like, was never comfortable with soft-spoken. Like, I felt like my soft-spoken voice wasn't good, but I think it is good. I think I like it. look at this. Oh, like, I swear I use this little pen and my eyebrows just, like, exist after, like, 2 seconds. Look, how do I just have an eyebrow now? And it's so pretty and, like, subtle and... Look at that. Sorry, I'm focusing. There's not a lot of times where I'm not talking. So, you know I'm in deep thought or focus if I'm not. Trying to get these to look right. Does that look right? No, but it's alright, we'll live. This one's like out here and this one's down there. It's alright. Twins, not sisters, or no. Sisters, not twins. Cousins, not sisters. I don't know. You get it. Then we're going in with the NYX brow glue. Oh, you got your eyebrows microbladed. I think that I like to like change the shape of my brows. So I'm not sure I would like getting mine microbladed, but I think they look gorgeous. Especially like if you're like me and your eyebrows are very light, but sometimes I enjoy like having my light brows too, so I'm too indecisive for permanent things. Although I do have tattoos. I came up with an idea today. Do you guys want to hear it? You know, I'm going to tell you anyways. You know how they have scrapbook journaling? I want to do that. I'm sure someone's done this. Actually, it's probably not my idea, but I don't know about you, but I love movies. I love TV shows. They're so comforting for me. A lot of people do, but I just love them. Like, I'm always watching a new movie or new show. And sometimes I get this like overwhelming feeling to like watch one of my favorites, or I get like I want to watch 10 of them all at once or something. And then I'll watch one and I don't even really want to watch it. I'm actually kind of bored. I just wanted to like think about it or be reminded of it. I was thinking I could do a scrapbook journal for my favorite movies and TV shows. And like put my favorite quotes in them and stuff. So like when I'm missing that show or like, because I'm so like emotionally connected to them, I can just go look at my little scrapbook journal. Isn't that cute? And we could, I did do a scrapbook journaling video, but we could do like a specific movie. I really want to do like Fantastic Mr. Fox, because there's a lot of good quotes in that one. And it's really cute and like, I think it would be aesthetically pleasing as a journal entry. What's next? I'm so sad I lost my new Charlotte Tilbury lipstick and liner. I bought it a second time and lost it again. Ugh, I'm so upset. Where is it? I know maybe it's in one of my purses. I have to go through all my purses. Fleabag, yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny you say that. I've been talking about that show recently. I've watched it twice now. I gotta rewatch it again. This is another sign. It's so good. Imagine a Fleabag scrapbook journal entry. What would that look like? That would be cute. We could do the little statue that she steals. What's next? Highlight. But I have something to try from our magical bag. I'm not farting, I swear it's my stomach making weird sounds. Like, I wouldn't just fart on my life. Okay. Oh, I didn't even show you. This is the Jelly Much Gel Eyeshadow by ColourPop. I've wanted, like, glittery eyeshadows so bad, and I just won't buy them for some reason. So I was at Ulta shopping for something for a video, and, I saw these, and I was like, why not? ColourPop is, like, so affordable. Just get it. Let me screenshot that so I can remember, because I love a good movie. You know what I need? Like beautiful movie recommendations, you know what I mean? Movies that are like emotional and leave you like, oh, like that was beautiful. Does anyone have any? Netflix, okay. So let's look. I'm gonna use this not only on my eyelids tonight, I think, because it's a Christmas video, but as a highlight. So here it is. I would have got the more like white, like snow looking one, but they were sold out. Okay, I thought I just ate a bunch. Okay. Wow. So let's take it. It's like jelly. And I used to do this with like the liquid Stilla ones that I got from like TJ Maxx, but they stopped selling them at TJ Maxx as much, I think. But it makes like a glittery liquid eyeshadow like this, or like jelly eyeshadow. It makes such a beautiful highlight if you use it like subtly enough. Look at that. I mean, just come on. I recommend. Oh, yes, the dog one. I love dogs. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Yes. I was just looking up like Fantastic Mr. Fox edits earlier today, and I saw that one, and I was like, oh, I want to watch that. Oh my gosh, yes, I have to watch that. Maybe tomorrow, Friday. I like to do this little like date night with myself. Not every single Friday, but I'll go and buy like myself sushi, my favorite food, and watch like a new movie I've been wanting to watch. And maybe I'll do that one. Usually it's like a horror movie, because those are my favorite. But I don't know. I want more like inspirational movies recently, and since I've just been feeling a little anxious and weird recently, I don't think I should add to that by watching tons of horror movies, you know? And I've been binging Handmaid's Tale, which is like amazing, but super freaking depressing. So I need a break. Even if it is like kind of depressing in a way of like, it's emotional, I don't care. That's better than like horror, do you know what I mean? Even though I do love horror, but I need to be in like, not that I'm in a bad headspace, but it's just not a good idea for me to be watching horror when I'm feeling especially anxious. Okay, let's do on the cheek. Might be a little harder here. So I think I'm gonna go to my favorite sushi place tomorrow. Pick it up and come home. Although, I've been enjoying, I say this like I've done it a lot, I did it one night, going out by myself to dinner. Here's the thing though, I went out the other night because I was just not feeling well and I didn't want to be in my room. So I went out for dinner, and this place is a little more low-key. So not like an actual restaurant where they come and serve you. So I could just kind of like put my phone out and watch my show there without feeling like weird about it. Now, if I go to a restaurant where I like have a waiter or a waitress, I might feel a little more weird about having my phone out watching a show. But I'm also gonna feel weird about sitting there staring into nothing. Maybe read a book. But I really enjoyed being out by myself, having my little dinner. It was like so nice and relaxing. Again, it's just, for some reason, this is not like shining here as much as it is here. So maybe I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But there's not a new sushi place, but like a sushi restaurant that I have yet to try that looks super cute near me. It just looks like the inside is really cute. And maybe I'll go and like have a sit down dinner by myself. What do you think? Or should I do my usual and watch my movie? I could do the sit-down dinner and then maybe go to like Target and get myself like a little dessert, a little treat, and then come home and watch my movie and eat my dessert. Should I? Or there's this all-you-can-eat hot pot place that like it's the best hot pot I've ever had in my life, and it is like kind of expensive. I think it's like $40 or something, but it's so good. What was my point? And I've been wanting to go for like since last time I went, which is probably over a year ago, and I just haven't made it. I could go do that on my own, although the area is kind of iffy. I might be nervous at night by myself. Let's do a little lip liner. I think I'll try that sushi place on my own. Scary. So fun though. Like just starting to enjoy your own company. It's really liberating. It makes you like rely on others less for your happiness. Because you really should know that your happiness comes from within. I know, but it's true. Okay. Let's do a little setting spray. Not that I'm keeping this on long, but just because I feel it like ties makeup together. And we're gonna use my, I'm so obsessed. I think this is like so cute. NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. So cute. I love it. What percent are we at? Okay, we're at 12%, so I have to speed up a little so you can see the final look. But I love the pink bottle, and I love that it smells like marshmallows. I know it's probably, oh, sorry. I know it's probably not good for me, but I really don't care. Like, I do other things that are good for me, so if I want to enjoy my little marshmallow setting spray, I've said this before, so I must feel guilty for using it for some weird reason, but I love it. It's so cute. I think because in my head, facial products shouldn't have scent in them. Like, that's bad for you. But I really like it. It's really cute. Good night. And I have my little fan. Alright. While I let that dry a little more, I'll show you what I got. What else I got from Ulta. I just don't want my phone to die on you before you can see. It's just two little things. I got these pressed eyeshadows. I got this like purplish burgundy one in the shade Party of 5. I don't do eyeshadow much, but I do sometimes, and it's fun. And then I got this beautiful green shade, and I'm thinking I can do some sort of like Christmas makeup look. I want to do like a light glam Christmas makeup look this year. I haven't like practiced with it yet. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow for like my makeup tomorrow. Practice a light glam Christmas look. Oh, Scott, I'll check. So those were the two things I wanted to show you quick. And then I forgot I wanted to put some of this on my eyelids tonight. Let's do that quick again before we run out of time here. Before my phone dies. Oh, look at it. It's so pretty. I will say, if you blend it less, it's more pigmented. The more you blend it, it kind of goes away. And then I'm just going to blend it upwards like that. Is it cute? I think it's cute. I think I like it, yeah. I'm not like head over heels. Like it could be more sparkly, honestly. Oh, that was kind of a lot. Oops. but it's still quite pretty. Oh, I'm just enjoying being on live with you guys tonight. And just doing little girly things like this. I'm just so excited to like start doing my own thing. Like, I always try to like distract myself from like what's actually good for me. It just feels so good to be like hanging out and doing things I enjoy. It's fun. What do we think? It's cute, but it's a little like patchy and like not as glittery as I thought it was gonna be. It's quite pretty as a highlight. As a highlight though. Phone's on 10%, guys. Let's do mascara and then I will go and film for tomorrow's video. You might be thinking, wow, that's last minute, and you're right. Because I do everything last minute. It's so bad. I also got a new mascara because my other one's drying up. So let's take it out. Add your own glitter. That's actually genius. I have my own glitter. See, that's what I wanted more, like a little more. Like that. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. Oh yeah, that is cute. Thank you. That was really smart. Okay, let's get this out. Sorry guys, if you hear that little menacing noise, that's my rat drinking away at her water. Okay. Let's curl. Ow, that hurt. Ouch. Oops. My bad. What am I saying my bad to myself? Okay. Got new little eyelash curler spongy things too, which I'm happy about on Amazon. And they fit my curlers, so that's awesome. I'm gonna film tonight a new video. Rats only live 2 to 3 years. Brand new mascara tube. Oh, and it is so sad because they are so like wonderful and sweet, and they all have their own personalities, and they're silly and smart. So the fact that they have such a small lifespan is like devastating. But it also makes it like kind of less of a or 100% less of a commitment though. Like if you're not wanting to get like a whole dog or cat that's gonna live a long time, or a lizard or a bird, like something that's gonna live 15-20 years, but you're still wanting like craving like some animal energy around, they're perfect. Because again, 2 to 3 years, it's horrible, but good for that. Like for me, I have like travel goals, so I can't have animals that are gonna like I almost bought a ferret the other day because she was so freaking sweet and cute. And I loved her, but I was like, no, you want to travel? You can't. You want to, like, live in other places. Not that I couldn't with a pet, but it would make it a lot more difficult. And a lot of people, I don't know, like, wouldn't be as accepting of like a ferret as they would a cat or a dog, you know. But yeah, when I get older, I can see myself like settling down and having like 8 rats. Having like a whole room dedicated to my rats. They're so cute. And I love them. Oh, this mascara is so good, you guys. I'll show you in a minute. Hack. I say this all the time because it's like changed my life. This is the Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Waterproof Mascara by Maybelline. If your eyelashes like droop when you put mascara on, just use waterproof and they won't. Because mine droop and I accidentally used waterproof one day, and they don't droop anymore. They're so pretty. You know what? Because I was feeling so anxious. I mean, I haven't worn mascara in a week, so it's like when you don't wear mascara for a while, your lashes look so pretty. But, I was picking on them because I was very anxious, kind of having a rough time, like last week. So they're still a little thin from me honestly pulling some of them out. It's just so like soothing but so bad because I have like my dirty freaking fingers like in my eyeballs and I'm pulling my eyelashes out. It's so bad. And then it makes them look not good and makes me sad, but I don't do it as much as I used to. Okay. What do we think, guys? Here's the final look. Does it look like a little bit Christmassy for a Christmas video? I hope. I think. Or wintry at least, with the white glitter, right? Right. So that is it for the live tonight, but I had so much fun with you guys. That was amazing. We're gonna do this more. Oh my god, that's so funny. You know what's funny is my cat, my old rat that passed, my cat and my old rat were like best friends. I would find them snuggling all the time. So isn't that silly? I know. You'd think the cat would kill her, but she didn't. She loved her. It was so cute. She could be rough sometimes, and I didn't leave them like unsupervised, but one time I left Dippy out, that was her name, and I came home. I forgot I had left her out, and I found them like snuggling in my bed, and I was like, I had panicked because I remember I had left her out. I'm like, what was I even worried about? They're snuggling. Anyways, good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for an advent calendar video. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I've been uploading Friday night because I noticed in my like analytics you guys are active like Sunday night, Friday night. So yeah, I've been trying that out. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. This was so